Alright, I guess we've started here our integrity session. Looks like it's working, okay. Anyhow, some of you wanted to know what the review was for the final exam. Well, I'm not going to waste much time. All it is, I've made it easy, it's just a compilation of all the quizzes that you've had throughout the semester. So if you look at this, we had welding quiz 1, welding quiz 2, welding quiz 3, welding quiz 4, and then the quizzes from the DVDs, the videos that you watched, where the guy was welding, Blyle, or whatever his name was, Steve Blyle. The arc welding, the gas metal arc welding, the oxyacetylene welding. So all of that was the midterm, which was 50 questions. Okay, so it's the midterm. I took the midterm and then I added the forming quizzes. So that's another 30. That's up to 80. Then the metal casting, 90, 100, and then the grinding, 110, gear making and all that stuff, 120, NTM, 130. And then I made up, so there's 130 multiple choice questions. Then I made up 20 just true and false. Just from those types of questions, I said, does oxyacetylene welding require argon as the fuel gas or something like that, true or false, pretty straightforward, simple. So what I'm saying is, if you studied all the rest of the material, the true and false should be easy. I just wanted to make it to where we had 150 questions and there were some new questions on it. And that's it. I'm not going to go over and recite all these crazy things, because what I'm going to do is, I'm going to give you an hour to do it. And don't say, oh, I can't do it in an hour. I've given 200 question multiple choice exams, final exams for you guys in the past. And within 30 minutes, most of you are done. So then, but what's good here is, because it's online, is you've got that extra 30 minutes to look up the ones you're not sure about. And so if you have your notes available and you've been taking notes and you go page through them, and you should be able to look up the ones you didn't get. So there's really no excuse not to do well on this, because really it's open book, because I'm not watching you. And that's all there is to it. If you've been honest and haven't been using your notes, that's fine, but I'm telling you right now, you've got an hour to take it. But don't think that, hey, because some of you are slower at taking exams than others. You want to read it carefully and all that. And that's fine. I am too. I take my time when I do it. So you may not have as much time. So the trick is, just really study for the exam and you'll be good to go. I will post it probably late Thursday. Or I guess I'll post it Friday morning. Early, probably when I go to bed, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you've got all day Friday. Now what I'll do is I'll post it Friday at midnight. So midnight and 1 minute. So that way it will be Friday. So you'll have all day Friday to do the final exam. It'll go till midnight. But remember, when you try to save and close, especially with 150 questions, you better not wait right till midnight, because the darn thing will crash. And try not to take too long where you're going to lose your internet connection and stuff like that. Don't take it on the phone and all that stuff. If there's an issue, let me know. I know somebody's going to have a problem. I hope you don't, because it's 150 questions. Make sure you're on a good computer, something you're not going to have problems with. I'm closing it Friday because Saturday they're working on the Blackboard and the internet and stuff. And you know what happens. Whenever they start working on something, it shuts down the whole thing, and then you're all going to have problems. So Yeah, I was thinking about leaving this open for the weekend, but nah, they're going to be working on the system, which is just stupid. I don't understand why they can't wait till the following week, or grades have to be in by Tuesday or Monday or whatever. But anyhow, they could fix it that week. But oh no, they got to do it every single time when we have to do our grades and all that, and everybody has to do final exams. That's when they decide to work on the system. I don't know. So anyhow, but that's the deal. I'm not going to go into this big, long review and all that. You know the notes. You've taken all the quizzes. You've seen all the questions once. You know what you got to do. You knew which quizzes you blew. So go back over those notes again. Have them handy because you may get them wrong. Same questions. And like I said, I added another 20. It's just so hard to make these questions work in Respondus. You have to cut, paste, rewrite them, end up retyping them, then put them in a Blackboard, and then fix that, make that work. It's really difficult. So I'm making it easy for you. Everything is what you've already seen before. You're going to have an hour to take it. That should be plenty of time. Have your notes ready, the whole 9 yards, and you should do well. A lot of you are doing well. Hopefully you've been doing well on those textbook assignments. I've got to say this group has been the best batch I've ever seen. Usually one person does it and they all cheat and copy, but these have pretty much looked different, except for when I say in your own words and complete sentences, you don't copy what they exactly have in the book and then they have a hyphen. No, you stop right there and say, metal casting is blah, 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 blah. A complete sentence, okay? And so then we're good to go. All right, I'm sorry. I've got people bothering me while I'm trying to tape these things. All right, and then that way we'll have all the grades finished by Friday evening or early Saturday morning, and that way I can average them and figure out how everybody's done. And then I can't tell you ahead of time. They won't let us do that. Someone got in trouble. I know before I came here, someone was actually, they used to release grades early, and somebody got upset and shot one of the professors right there down beneath my office in there. So anyhow, that's kind of a rule, a policy with the university is we're not supposed to let any grades out. You get them when you get them, and if you haven't paid your money and paid your fees, paid your parking tickets or whatever, then you don't get them and all that stuff. So don't ask me for your grade and all that stuff. I just can't do it. Okay, that's just the policy. They figure by then, after a week or two, everything's cooled off. People aren't as upset as, it's later. And again, if I make a mistake with your grade, come by, see me. I know several people have. And once or twice, I have actually made a mistake, and I correct them. The other times, no, they just blew it, and that's all there was to it, and I have to show it to them. And that's fine, too. I don't care. But there's a lot of people that with other faculty from other courses, they've done that where they lecture to 100, 200 people or 60 or more, and they make a mistake by a line. They click the wrong grade because they're trying to put them all in real fast. They don't double check them. They're in a hurry. They're got to go on a trip somewhere. And you get the C when you should have had an A or something. So always double check. It doesn't hurt to ask a faculty member, and they'll double check it for you. If they get mad, well, that's so be it. I sometimes get mad, but I still look up your grade, and that's it. I mean, I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. I'm just mad at the moment, just because I have other things to do. But hey, you pay our bills. If we didn't have students, I wouldn't have a job. So I understand you're the customer, and we have to make sure we didn't make a mistake, and that's fine. I understand that. So anyhow, enough said. I won't waste any more time. You should be studying, and that's all there is to it. And good luck on the final. Most of you are doing pretty well, and if you aren't, this is a good chance to make a good grade, because it's 150 and I'll probably double it, so it'll be worth 300 points. So it should help you, plus those other, like I said, textbook assignments hopefully will help your grade as well. So anyhow, good luck, and so far I think it's been pretty good. We haven't had too many technical difficulties. I thought we'd have more, so hopefully, knock on wood, we won't have too many with this final exam. All right. See you, good luck, and then enjoy.